Morning, we're in Mosta today. We're at a building called Mosta Rotunde. So we're going to take a look in there. It's a big round building. I'm not really sure what it is, but we're going to take a look. They do have underground air raid shelters, which we're not so bothered about having a look, but if they're free we'll go and have a nosy. If not, we shan't bother. So, but yeah, not that's the building. I think it's some sort of church or cathedral, being as there are St Simon, St Bartholomew, St Jacob and St Philip. So I'm assuming that that's what it's going to be. We'll have a look inside anyway, hopefully. We're inside the rotunda now, and we have to go upstairs and look at the upstairs first. So there's a fair few paces for us to get up there, so I'll stop recording. Well, anyway, we're up on part of the roof. I think there's a bit more still to go, but it gives me a chance to breathe. Wow, look at that. How amazing is that? I think we can walk. I'm not sure if we can walk all the way around the rotunda. I think it's gated at both sides, I think, but we'll have a look. So let's have a nosy. Yeah, it's as far as you can go, so I'm a bit out of breath. Well, that is fantastic. Yeah, there's the floor. Okay. Yeah, we can't go far, so back outside again to have a walk around. To get some of the views. We're actually forecast thunderstorms today, but it's not too bad a day at all. So, oh, sorry. There you go. It's a busy city. I must admit though, we're parked where the football ground is and the supermarket. It's like a big shopping area, and every shop you go in, you're searched on the way out, and you're asked on the way in if you've got any of their products before you go in, so they can mark them. So there must be a high theft rate here for that, because we've never seen that before. I think we can go up a bit further. There's the bells that we were listening to earlier. We'll be down on the ground now. For a piece of music. I'd hum it to you if I could read music. That's like a miniature dome. We're now into the main, I suppose you'd call it a cathedral. Yeah. It'll lead you a certain way around. So there's the roof and paintings on the wall. Really quite spectacular, but they're difficult to see because you're not allowed into the middle. So this is there's the organ. I don't know if you can actually see that. I'll take a step back to take a look at it. Because we're not allowed in the middle, I can't get a really good view. Which is, it's a bit of a shame. Oh, I think we're allowed in down here. So, I think. Yeah. So we should actually be able to see properly now.
This is not an old church in the 19th century. Why we visit? There are two reasons why. The first reason is the dome. The dome of this Rotunde, it is the third unsupported dome in Europe, after St. Peter's Basilica in Rome and St. Paul's Cathedral in London. Diameter of the dome is 14 meters.
It's the largest unsupported dome in Europe, except for the cathedral in Rome, which is at the Vatican, which we've been up, and St. Paul's in London. I'm sure that's what she said, which I actually find quite funny, comical really. So it's the third largest, is the way I understood it. We can see the organ now, look. That's where we were walking before, where them people are when we were looking down. It is quite a... And then there's a what I would call a baby organ, which is here. It's quite a nice one, quite modern. What's that say? Stop. Exit only. Well, we don't want to go out yet, otherwise I'll have Christine on me back. There's a confessional. I'm not sure what they are. I think there's candle holders of some sort. They do like a big candle here though. I'll have a look around on the other side, another confessional. Oh, you can't. I don't think I can get that. I have to go this way through the middle. Really strange how they keep blocking areas off, and there's only certain bits you can get around and bits that you can't. We'll have another look in the middle. And another look at the thing. What do you say, Christine?
She's an iron.
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me, please. Thank you. How was that? This one, the spikes that they've used, they're like sort of a silver. Pulpit. Not as elaborately decorated in other places in Europe. I'm not sure what this is. Proceed to station 23. Main sacristy, museum, bomb and praying space. Very strange. Christine. Let's have a look. Wow. Look at those. I presume they use these for the processions. Pictures for it's quite cool lit up at night, I must admit. That's a model of it. Try it again. Not working. It says the miracle of the bomb. So I'm going to have to turn the camera off and then I'll have a read what that's all about. So in 1942 they were having a service when there was an air raid, and this bomb was dropped and it came straight through the dome roof and straight into the face of Jesus Christ on a painting on the wall. So we're going to see if we can find that painting. Anyway, it obviously didn't go off, so let's go and see if we can find that. We're working our way through, but we're not sure whether we're going to be able to get back into the rotunda again, see if we can find that painting. So we'll have a look. unusual. So this has actually brought us to the back of the altar, and we can have a really good look here. So I'm assuming that although we can't go any further, just in case I can't get there, that he says by the organ, and then there's a painting over there, I think, of what would be Jesus Christ. But I'm not sure. But it came through that dome anyway and hit the painting of Jesus Christ. So let's have another look, see if I can pick it out. I have to put my glasses on. Bear with me a sec. No, I don't. I'm going to be honest. I don't see it. No, it says next to the organ. So, and it was a painting. Well, this probably destroyed it, I would have thought. Kind of follow a route around it, which I suppose is good in some ways, but it's brought us outside now. So this is bringing you to the front outside, and then the World War II shelters, which I think we've got tickets for, but I don't think they're very long. Needless to say that the people that were in the church when they heard the planes that were going over would have left the church and headed for the air raid shelters, so which is around the front. Air raid shelter. Christine wants me to go first, which is right outside of the dome. So let's have a look. I don't think it's a long walk. I think it just takes you. Yeah. Along the wall it's telling you pretty much the history. I'm not going to read them out because it's something that we've already covered several times while we've been here. It's what they dug out with. Look, 3 gladiators there. Faith, hope and charity. The first Spitfires on the island though came in on another requisition ship from the Americans, which was an aircraft carrier. Can't remember what its name was. access Ohio. Coming into the Grand Harbour. ARP Warden's post, looks like he got his own little room down here. Man, he can't stand up in it. So I'm presuming that's what you went to the toilet on. Because I did wonder about that. Must have stopped down here. I did like the so actually, oh sorry. Thank you.
That's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah. Persons may shelter here at their own risk after the take-cover notice has been given. Only a small shelter then. Oh, bang my head again. Don't know how many times I've banged my head on this holiday. We've been trying to get to what's called the Victoria Lines, which is basically it's a wall that's built right the way across Malta from one side to the other. A little bit like Hadrian's Wall, but obviously built during the Victorian times. We went one way to get to it, and it's all blocked off and big fences, and it's like I think the police and the military have got all this now. There is a fort that's actually up this road, a bit further up there, but the guy has just come up from bomb disposal, and he said all this road is closed now. And we asked him if we could get to the fort, and he said you could at one time, but you can't now. It's
We don't want to see the fort though, do we?
Yeah.
That was an excuse to get to Victoria Lines.
yeah, I think the fort might have been part of the Victoria Lines. I think we'll have to have, which we are going to do, is have a look another day. But if I lift that up a little bit, you can see the rotunda there where we was at earlier. How fantastic is that, look? I think Christine's trying to see it. I've lifted my camera up so you can see that. That's quite amazing, that. Anyway, we're back into town again. We've come across this in the middle of a roundabout. So we did specifically come to look at it because we saw it when we were driving in, but not really sure what it is. We can't get into it or up it or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Bit of a shame about the Victoria lines and the Mosta Fort, but it's been a good day. Called Belvedere Tower. I must admit, it's quite impressive. Not really sure what it's there for or what its purpose was, but anyway, we're going to start making our way to the car now. This is the tennis club. Very nice. We've covered an awful lot of ground and not achieved very much today, but never mind, the walk's been nice.